everyone, my name is Anushri Gajbiye. Today I will tell you about the tissues of a human. The tissue is a group of connected cells from tissues. The cells in a tissue may all be the same type, or the may be of a multiple types. In either case, the cell is a tissues works together, carry out a specific functions, and they are always specialized to be able to carry out the functions. The out of a specific functions, then better than any other types of tissues. There are four main types of tissues: connective tissue, epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. We use tissues to build a organ and a organ system. The 200 types of cells that the body can produce based our signal set of a DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, can create all the type of the tissue in the body. First is a epithelial tissue. The epithelial tissue is made up of cells that the inner and outer body surface. The epithelial tissue is the function of the protect the outer layer, such as the skin and the inner surface of the digestive tract. The epithelial tissue that lines inner body surface and body opening is called a mucous membrane. And this type of the epithelial tissue produces a produce the mucus. It is a substance that coats mucous membranes and traps pathogens, particles, and debris. The epithelial tissue protects the body and its internal organs, then secretes the substances such as like hormones. In addition to the mucus, and absorbs the substances such as the nutrient for the absorb the substances. And the epithelial tissue is identified and name by shape and layering. The epithelial cells exist in the three main shapes, that is the squamous, cuboidal, and columnar. These specially shaped cell can, depending on a function, be layered several different ways. Then a simple, stratified, and pseudo-stratified, and then transitional also. The epithelial tissue will also organize into different layering, and depending on their function. For example, multiple layer of cells provide excellent protections, and but would no longer be the efficient for the diffusion. Then simple squamous epithelium, their location is the air sacs of lungs and the lining of the heart and blood vessels and lymphatic vessel, and the function is the allows the material to pass through by and diffusion and filtration, and secretes lubricating substances. Then the second tissue is the connective tissue. The bone and blood are example of connective tissue. They are both the example of connective tissue, blood and bone. The connective tissue is very diverse in general in a forms a framework and a support structure for body tissue and organs also. It is sample upon of a living cells and separated by the non-living material called extracellular matrix, then which can be solid or liquid. The extracellular matrix of a bone, for example, is rapid minerals. Rapid minerals for a framework. The extracellular matrix of a blood in a liquid plasma. Then the connective tissue is composed of a string of cells in a non-cellular matrix. There are three main categories of connective tissue based on the nature of the matrix. They look very different from one another, which is a reflection of their different functions. Then fibrous connective tissue, supportive connective tissue, and fluid connective tissues. They are the three main types of the connective tissue. Then the fibrous connective tissue is the container cell and a fibroblast. And second is the supportive connective tissue. The supportive connective tissue is exhibits the defining feature of a connective tissue, and cartilage also, then bone of a connective tissues. And the fluid connective tissue is the fluid tissue is a matrix that are fluid, unlike the other two categories of a connective tissue, that means the limbs. And muscular tissue is the third is the muscular tissue. The muscular tissue is made up of cells that have the unique ability to contract, which is the defining feature of a muscular tissue. There are three major types of the muscular tissue: smooth, cardiac, and muscle cell. The skeletal muscle is the skeletal muscle are the voluntary muscles, meaning that you are exercise the control over them. The skeletal muscles are attached to the bones by tendons and a type of the connective tissues. And the smooth muscles, the smooth muscle is muscles, they still contain the muscles fibers acting and the but is not the same alternating arrangement seen in the skeletal muscles. And the smooth muscle is found in the tubes of the body, in the walls of the blood vessels, and in the reproductive cells are and the cardiac muscles is the work of the involuntary, meaning by are regulated by the automatic nervous system. This is the probably in a good thing, since you would want to have a concentrate of the keeping your heart, then breathing all time also. Then a cardiac muscle which is found only in the heart. Then nervous tissue, it is made up of a neuron and a group of a cell called a neuroglia, and also known as the glial cell. The nervous tissue makes up a central nervous system, that means mainly the brain and a spinal cord, and a peripheral nervous system. The peripheral nervous system is a network of the nerves that runs throughout the rest of the body, and the defining features. This function is carried out by the neurons, and the purpose of the neuroglia is the support neurons. Thank you.